works, it doesn't mean that it will work for you as well. It might not. Everybody is different. Everybody has a different metabolism, genetics. But if I can help you in any way, then that's good. Also, I feel like I need to say I'm not making this video for you to feel bad about yourself, for you to want to lose weight, to not feel good in your body. Really, that is not my intention at all. I'm just sharing my story, and really this is about being healthy and feeling good. Yes, I feel comfortable in my body and how I look, and it is also about like the transformation, but the transformation just came from me being healthier. I also want to say that the weight loss was attained within 2 years, okay? So it's not like I lost all that weight in a few months. I did it healthy, and I did it steadily, and I did it consistently, so it was a healthy weight loss. It was not, oh, I'm gonna not eat anymore, I'm gonna starve myself, and suddenly I lose all this weight. No. And that's exactly kind of my message with this video to you. If you want to lose weight, if you want to change your lifestyle, be healthier, you just can't do it overnight, okay? It took 2 years, and I'm still working, like I'm still trying to improve my health, okay? Not necessarily lose weight or whatever, but just improve my overall health. So it's a journey and it's a commitment, but I'm gonna talk about it while I'm talking, but telling you the story. But I felt like really telling you this is not about how you can lose weight in a month. This is about how you can change your lifestyle to a healthier lifestyle and consistently stick to it if you want to lose weight, if you want to be healthier, attain muscles, whatever it is, okay? So please do not feel bad about yourself or anything like that. We're all human beings, and you can change your lifestyle just like I did, okay? If that's what you want, and if you don't want to do that, that's also completely fine. This is your life, your choice. I just feel like saying this because I just feel like it's important what I put out in the internet, and I do not want anybody to feel bad about themselves, okay? I want this to inspire you and to be like, oh, maybe I could try this out, maybe I could try this out, and to believe in your own potential and not compare yourself to me or to anybody else, okay? And by the way, if you enjoy this kind of content, like rambling, clicky, up close, whispering, I have a Patreon. years I didn't live healthy, but I think I didn't eat as much, and I didn't eat as much unhealthy stuff, so my body was always like in the normal range, and it was still in the normal range. I want to just say that I was not overweight, but still I noticed, and I'm like, okay, maybe I can do something about that. And I started to look at, people that looked fit and kind of like the body that I knew I would feel good in, and that was my start. But just because I started out like this, like, I see it differently now. Okay, I'll get to that, but that was my initial motivation. I wanted to lose weight, and it is still my motivation to like maintain a fit physique. But health is so much more than just what you look like. Health is so much more. But that was my personal experience. I was like, okay, I don't feel good in my body, and the kind of looking at those pictures motivated me. I know some people doesn't motivate, they just compare themselves, but for me it was motivating because I was like, I can transform my body in a healthy way, because I love food and I never wanted to starve myself down, and it's just not healthy, and you won't get healthy results from starving yourself. Okay, you need to do this slowly, sustainably, because otherwise your skin, your hair, it's all just gonna look worse. Okay, it's a reflection of your inner health. So I started to reach out to a friend of mine who I knew. She worked out. She did home workouts. I didn't have the money to go to a gym, nor am I a gym kind of person. Like, I tried going to the gym before, and it was just not my cup of tea. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna start with home workouts. It's for free. I can afford it. I can just use my mat. I had a yoga mat. Did I have a mat? I don't remember what mat I had, but I had a yoga mat. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna start working out. So I started working out with home workouts, and I just randomly started with Pamela Reif home workouts. Those workouts are for free on YouTube. If you don't know Pamela Reif, she's a German fitness influencer, but all her videos are in English, and her content is in English, so you can look her up. And the cool thing about her was that her workouts were like 10 minutes long. Like, you can find short workouts, so I think I started doing like in the morning, lunchtime, 2 10-minute videos, and then in the evening 2 10-minute videos. So I split it. And then I also started to buy different things. I was on a budget, but I still managed to, like, I substituted my protein with peanut butter. I ate a lot of like broccoli and tofu, and I started making those like healthy bowls, or started looking up healthy recipes on the internet. And within a week, okay, like I said, this was a gradual process, but within a week you can already see that I look different. This was 7 days after I started. Okay, I'll run that in here somewhere. You can see I did a lot of cardio and abs, so you can see that I look a little different. But this was just the start of the journey, and I also want to say that it fluctuates. There's phases within those 2 years where I didn't work out, where I didn't eat as healthy. Okay, that is totally normal. We're all humans. There was a phase where I gained weight again. When I was in the US last year, I gained weight again. Like, it's totally normal that it fluctuates, and you shouldn't beat yourself up for that. It's normal. It's just important that you stay consistent and disciplined, and even if you're not motivated to do it, but also listen to your body. I'll get to the tips after the story time, like what I think works and what I think works the best and is the most healthy and could work for you too, and which also helps you get completely in tune with your own body and what it needs. So I started the Pamela Reif workouts, and then I moved to California, and it was even easier there because, like I said, we were living with 3 people in one room, and sometimes it was hard to work out in the room with 2 other people, but I still did it. So I moved to California, and you can see on this photo ice cream, which is just as delicious. I would educate myself on what sugar and all these like processed foods do to the body, and actually like COVID had a big impact on me because COVID was kind of a reflection of how unhealthy our society is, because like a lot of people that got really sick had underlying health conditions or were living an unhealthy lifestyle like smoking. Oh yeah, at that time in Portland I did a lot, like I smoked a lot, not a lot, but I would, every time we drank I would smoke cigarettes, and I'd do that occasionally. I wasn't like a full-on smoker, but I'd do that occasionally. And then I also drank a lot, okay, like every weekend, which is a lot. It's a lot for me now personally. And I realized I don't want to do that, so big part of losing weight and being healthy was not drinking and not smoking anymore. The diet and the exercise definitely were a big part of it, but also not smoking and not drinking was a huge contributor. And I saw that in a YouTube video. Like, I looked up YouTube videos, and sometimes I drink still, but I do it like once every 3 months or something, where back then I did it like every weekend. So, but also that goes in phases. There's phases where I drink more, phases where I drink less, but generally I don't really drink alcohol anymore. Those times are over for me personally, for the health, but also because I would just always feel shitty the next day and you can't do anything and it just poisons your body. And yeah, so like I said, all my personal opinions and experiences. So I was in California, I wasn't drinking, I was working out. It was cool because it was a bigger house, so I had more space in the kitchen. I ate a lot of smoothie bowls. I would make smoothie bowls for breakfast, acai bowls. I actually did a vlog once, what I eat in a day. It's a little outdated now, but you can look it up on my YouTube. It's an ASMR, a whispered vlog. Yeah. Then I got back to Germany, and because my mom eats really healthy too, and she buys at a local organic store, it was even easier for me to eat healthy. I realized that for some people that still live with their parents or whatever, it's not that easy, but you just kind of gotta do your research. So I lived in Germany, and I think that was the first time I was like, wow, I look fit. I'll blend in the picture. I look fit, you know. I kept doing my workouts, and at that point, I think I still did Pamela Reif workouts. I would do her, she has like plans that you can follow, where she tells you exactly which video to do, and I would work out 5 times a week, sometimes 4, 5, I would say like 3 to 5 times, sometimes 6, like it really depends. And I would do 45 minutes to an hour of workouts. So yeah, basically at that point it stagnated. I was in Germany. I did start to see some like abs. You can see it on this picture. You can see like little baby abs. But then me and Shane did van life, and during van life I didn't really work out because it was just too much. And then I kind of, like, I would still do workouts consistently, eat healthy, but then in 2021 in California I was kind of having a hard time with the food coming from Germany. I think I talked about that in a life update. I was having a hard time, and I was having a hard time finding like healthy food, so I gained some weight, my skin got worse again. So then when I got back to Germany, I kind of changed my approach a little bit. Instead of saying, oh, I have to do 45 minutes of this now, I started that motivated me, and I started feeling comfortable, more confident in my body and everything. But also the energy, how I felt, that was the biggest surprise to me. I'm like, wow, why didn't I start this sooner? So yeah, when I got back from California, I started, my healthy routines again, and I started to kind of do things a little differently. I started listening to my body even more, whereas before I was like, I have to work out 5 times a week, 45 minutes. I was like, no, I'm gonna do a few days a week where I do hardcore HIIT. So I started doing a lot of HIIT, high intensity, but some days I just didn't feel like working out. I go for a walk, I do yoga, I do light exercises, bouldering, rock climbing, anything to move my body. And of course there's days where I don't feel like doing anything, especially when I'm on my period, then I don't do anything. Same with eating. I feel like I want to eat a lot because my body needs more nutrition. I eat until I'm not hungry anymore. But one thing I would do before I started this whole fitness journey is I would eat more. Even when I wasn't hungry anymore, I would overeat. I would eat huge portions. So I started to reduce my portions, and instead of eating 3 times a day huge portions, I would eat 5 times a day smaller portions, so I could keep track of my own hunger more. So I'm a big believer in intuitive exercise and intuitive eating. I listen to my body, okay? I feel when I need to exercise, and then while I'm exercising, I'm like, oh, I can actually keep going, or oh, actually, I'm done. Another big thing that works for me personally is to not put pressure on myself. Okay, so let's say I'm doing a 40-minute HIIT workout, I never have the expectation on myself of finishing that workout without any breaks. Never. I take as many breaks as I need. Sometimes I need 1.5 hours for a 40-minute workout because of all the breaks. Same when I go for runs, okay? I go for runs sometimes. I kind of started doing that recently, and it's a lot of fun, and it's funny because I used to hate running. I'm going to show you the pictures, how I look like now at the end. When I feel like I want to stop running and take a walking break, I stop. Because the thing is, if you force yourself to do something, you're not going to have fun, and you're going to want to stop, and you're not going to want to do it again. You don't need to be motivated, you just need to start. You just need to start, and then once you start, it'll all come naturally. So start slow. Don't have put too much pressure on yourself. Take breaks if you need to. You're allowed to take breaks. Just because the person on YouTube can do the workout, they've been working out for years, okay? Like, they're professional trainers. Just because that person can do a 40-minute HIIT without a break doesn't mean that you need to do the same thing. The only expectation that I have is to finish it. But I always finish it, but I take however many breaks I need, and then I see the improvement. Next time I do the workout, I need less breaks. You'll gradually improve, and it's a gradual process. I feel like I could talk about this for hours. It's a gradual process, and you shouldn't expect to suddenly be super fit within a week, okay? And it's also okay if there's weeks where you don't feel like doing anything. Okay, now about the food. I'm all about balance. I still eat ice cream sometimes. I still eat fries from McDonald's or whatever, like very occasionally, but I do it. But most of the time I eat healthy, but I don't restrict myself too much, because I feel like what if you do that, then you can, easily get into like an unhealthy spiral again. So if I feel like eating something sweet, I will. I try to find healthy alternatives. For example, dates. Dates are such a good sugar replacement, okay? Healthy pizza, spelt flour, yeah, there's still things I want to improve. And also, as my body transformed, my hair started to look healthier, my skin started clearing up. And also, what you gotta remember is to not just exercise and eat healthy, but stay hydrated and sleep enough hours. That is all a part of health, self-care. If you feel like you really can't work out today, don't work out. Rest, stretch. Okay, stretching is a big part too. There's days where I just do stretching, I just do yoga. Like, it'll take a little while until you know what your body needs. Like, it took me a while, you know. I started working out, and only now do I know, okay, today I want to do this, today I want to do that, I don't want to do this. But once you get there, you can really tune into your body, and it's like I have such a connection to my body now that I never had before, and that is honestly the best reward of all of this. So I hope these tips helped you guys in any way. Let me know if you want more videos on this. I can make maybe more vlogs, like a workout routine, what I eat in the week, what I exercise in a week. But health isn't a cumulative thing. Just because you have a day where you eat cake doesn't mean that you're not healthy. It's about the big picture, okay? So I really recommend you to start slow. Don't put pressure. Move your body. Just move your body. Even if you just start going for walks, okay? Okay, today I'm gonna go for a 30-minute walk. That is already good. Go for hikes. If you like, do the exercise that feels good for you. If it's dancing, if it's swimming, it does not need to be HIIT. HIIT is very effective, but it's also advanced. You don't need to start doing that. And if you do, you can start with like 10-minute HIIT workouts, take breaks in between. You can go to the gym if that's your thing. Find your thing, and I promise you, it is fun. You will feel good after moving your body. You will feel good after changing your diet and giving your body the nutrients that it needs, okay? If you're a vegan, vegetarian, obviously there's different things to consider than if you're not. But there's so much information on the internet, and just take a day, half an hour to research, and yeah, it's also more sustainable if you eat healthier foods. But anyway, I hope that it helped you. Like I said, I don't know, like I'm still on this journey. My weight fluctuates. I don't always look the same, and